Hey guys, so I got another follow-up video here for my treadmill. So I've been doing a lot of Zwift running, and so I use my Stride foot pod for super accurate pace and cadence with a Soch armband heart rate monitor. But anyways, the treadmill. So my issue was if I went above 8 miles per hour, my treadmill breaker, not the house breaker, like the circuit breaker, the actual so the treadmill was actually literally turning off, and then it would reset after a bit. And so after a lot of reading, I just want to help you. So first of all, there's some very basic things if you're in the same boat. So first of all, you got to know your treadmill, and you can see like here, it says 13 amps alone. Okay, 13 amps alone just for that treadmill. So normal house circuits are 15 amps. So you cannot run anything else off those outlets that are on that circuit. It's amazing. So I was running, a TV, had Apple TV, little fan set up. I had a charger system for my iPhone when I'm Zwifting in the fan. I had a fan, an actual 55-watt fan, a computer, and so luckily my treadmill would just recognize that it wasn't getting the right amount of voltage and just turned off. And so what I thought was overheating, or maybe it was blowing a fuse, or there's some other problem. It wasn't. It was simply recognizing it wasn't getting the right voltage or amperage, and turned off. And so I did a test last night with everything else plugged into a different circuit using an extension, a high amperage extension cord, and then just ran my treadmill just off the wall socket, and I was able to go, up to 9 miles an hour. So I did a 5K at like 6 miles an hour, and after the 5K, so it's nice and warmed up, then I went to 7K, or 7 miles per hour, then 8 miles an hour, then 9 miles an hour. And so per K, like that's getting up to into like the 4:20, 4:15, 4 minutes and 15 seconds per kilometer. And that's pretty fast. Like, so I felt like the treadmill could probably go to the 10, but I don't really want to go that fast on a treadmill at home here. So that's good enough for me. So I just thought that is basically the number one thing to check, is do a test where the treadmill is only working, like it's the only working thing off this plug. So in this case, and I think even the lights are the lights might be on a different circuit, but sometimes lights and plugs can be on the same circuit. So that's why even you want to maybe have a lamp plugged into a different, and your anything else in the room plugged into an extension cord to isolate. So you're just using your treadmill. But this is like a standard treadmill. It's in a sense, it's not like a super high powered treadmill. And it draws 13 amps. So if you have a 3 or 4 horse treadmill, you need a 15 amp dedicated minimum circuit, and really even a 20 amp, really. But if you don't have a 20, you need 15 dedicated just for the treadmill. So that's my tips for that. Check out Zwift running, because it's like the best thing for a treadmill. I got it set up on a TV, wall mounted out from the wall. And when you're running on there, man, does it ever change your treadmill setup. Oh my God. Now I don't have it running right now, but it is super sweet. You can run it right off your iPhone or an Apple TV, or an iPad, which I highly recommend. So anyways, all right, bye-bye. Enjoy your running.